times people ask me why, if there was so much progress on civil rights in the 1960s, were there so many racial riots? And it's actually an interesting answer, because revolutions take place not when people are oppressed, but when they have hope about the possibility of things improving. If you look at what's taking place in the 60s, most of the progress was taking place in the South. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, which did away with segregation. You had the Voting Rights Act in 1965. But if you lived in a northern city, if you lived in Chicago or Newark or in Watts, you already had the right to vote. There was no legal forms of segregation. So you heard all of this rhetoric of progress and prosperity, but you were experiencing none of it. So there was this sense of frustration, this sense that things were getting better, there was a possibility of things getting better, but you saw very little of it in your own life. And I think the racial riots that took place, beginning in Watts and continuing through every summer in the 1960s, right up through 1968, were an expression of frustration of people who believed that progress was possible, but who were experiencing none of it on their own.